They left Detroit yesterday after the game, and they're going to Boston to play in the historic Fenway Park, where they will take on the Boston Red Sox, who are 36-31. They are fourth place in the AL East. Yes, a team 5 games over 500 is fourth place in that division because of how good the AL East actually is. When you talk about the Yankees, the Rays, the Blue Jays, and then the Red Sox sitting in fourth place. They're a good ball team, but they're susceptible. We have an opportunity to maybe steal a game. I doubt that we win the series just because of how Jekyll and Hyde this team has been. But if they can string some hits together in a stadium like Fenway Park that has weird dimensions and opportunities all over the place for balls to be hit in the gap and doubles to be had, then they can maybe scratch out a game. And especially when you look at the fact that we have our 3 best pitchers starting these 3 games. Alex Faedo starts Monday night. Bo Brisky starts Tuesday night. And then the ace of the staff, Tarek Skubal, who's had not so great of an outing the last 2 outings. Didn't even make it to 6 innings in his last outing. But yet still the bona fide ace of the staff going on Wednesday. So if you put that combination together of those 3 players, those 3 pitchers taking the hill and giving the Tigers an opportunity to win, they could scratch out a game. They might scratch out a second game and get a series win. But look, one game at a time. Play Monday's game, see how it goes. Play Tuesday's game, see how it goes. Play Wednesday's game and see how it goes. And hopefully walk out of there with 2 wins out of 3. They're going to be facing off game 1, Josh Winkowski. He's got a 4.50 ERA. Very susceptible. Tigers got to work at bats, be patient, draw those walks, not strike out, move runners up. Same thing that we talk about that they failed to do so many times. But we started to see signs of this last weekend. Is going to be key in this series against Boston, especially in a park like Fenway, where you have a very short left field wall, very high left field wall, but it's very short, only 310 down the left field line, and then big cavernous gaps in left center field and right center field. Driving the ball to those gaps is going to be operation number 1 for the Tigers. On Tuesday, the ageless wonder Rich Hill is going to be taking the mound for the Boston Red Sox. He's sitting at a 4.42 ERA. Nice, crafty lefty that is going to keep the hitters on their toes, and it's going to be imperative that they see pitches and get the mistake pitches and drive those pitches. And then Wednesday is going to be stud versus stud. Michael Wacha and Tarek Skubal. Wacha comes in with a 2.28 ERA, which obviously is very good, especially in June. So it's definitely going to be imperative for the Tigers to jump out, be aggressive in their bats, and when they get a pitch to drive, not miss it, and make sure that they are moving runners up and pushing runs across the plate. That's the name of the game. You cannot win if you do not score. And it's really interesting, right? We look at numbers a lot. And when the Tigers have scored 3 or more runs, they are 24-9 on the season. 3 or more runs. When they have scored 2 or less runs, they are 2-31. So when we talk about run production, and we talk about getting runs across home plate, it is imperative that when you're going into a place like Boston, you are doing everything you can to lengthen at bats, to lengthen innings, get those extra outs, push those runners across home plate so that you can score runs. For the worst run-producing team in Major League Baseball, this is the name of the game. Score runs any way and every way that you possibly can.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what?